Welcome back to another episode of East Coast Hour. I am your host, Chuck Bodro, here with you for this hour full of some great talent. I designed this channel to be able to share with you East Coast artists' videos because they don't have many other opportunities to be able to share the work that they put into creating their music videos. This is an avenue for them now to be able to share with you, the watching audience, to be able to connect with the artists and see their videos and hear their music. So thanks for being here. Thanks for coming back again to watch episode number 9. In this hour, we're going to be featuring groups like Stonehouse, also going to be hearing from Public Service. A group called Human Missile Crisis are going to be joining as well, and many more. Along with, we're going to have a chat with Krista Luddington, who is on the organizing committee for Stanfest 2024. Krista's going to be around to talk about this year's lineup, and she will have a big announcement to share with you as well to the subscribers. And so watch, tune in, make sure you follow along and connect with us as we chat about Stanfest 2024. We're also going to announce the winner of the 2 tickets to see the Relatives. They're going to be at the Port Hawkesbury Civic Centre coming up on May 11th, so stay tuned for that. We'll do that during this hour as well. We're going to kick off this hour with a Route 19 homeboy. He appeared in the 5th season of Canadian Idol, making it to the top 14. It's Tyler Mullendore and his band with Trapped in Time on an East Coast Hour with Chuck.
Talk to me. You slam in the door. You're running away from me. You don't love me no more. I remember the day you put your lips on mine, like out of a story. We were trapped in town. But when the fire cleared, it was just me sitting here. You left me hanging dry, left me with me in my mind.
That was Tyler Mullendore and his band with Trapped in Time here on East Coast Hour. I'm Chuck Bodro. Stay tuned again as I'll be announcing the winner of the Relatives tickets. That's coming up in a little bit. I want to talk about a couple of events and tours, things that are going on around the East Coast music scene. There's a Boxcar Country Music Festival that's happening July 25th to the 27th in St. John, New Brunswick. There's going to be performances there by Brett Kissel, also Ben Chase, Chris Cummings. There's a group called High Valley, also Jared Norad, Mike Bigar, as well, the Mainlanders, and many, many more. So you can get your tickets by checking out their website, area506.ca. That's where you can go to find out about the lineup, get more information about the festival itself, and to get your tickets. So check that one out, area506.ca. Black Vibes, that's lined up for the John Brown Grill in Charlottetown, PEI, coming up on May the 3rd from 9 p.m. to 1 a.m. Lots of great artists lined up there as well. There is Blessing Tangban, as well Kayo, Mayea, as well, also an artist, Harms, and others as well. So if you're around Charlottetown on the weekend, and that is a big weekend, go to the John Brown Grill in Charlottetown for a 9 p.m. to 1 a.m. performance called Black Vibes with many various artists, very talented artists. And I say it's a big weekend because the East Coast Music Association Festival and Awards is taking place in Charlottetown that weekend. It's actually from May 1st to the 5th. Tickets and passes are on sale now. Lots of great performances over the festival dates. Complete listing is up on their website, whether it's performances at some of the different events that are going on. There's also little mini breakout sessions where artists are performing at various venues across PEI, but basically around the Charlottetown area. You can check out their lineup at ecma.com. On May 2nd at the Delta Prince Edward at 8 p.m., the ECMAs are being given out. There's going to be performances there by the East Pointers, as well Tara McLean, Morgan Toney, Jen Grant. Kyle will be there again. Also Rum Ragged, Tim Baker. There's so many. Lenny Gallant included in that mix. So if you happen to be a East Coast music advocate and enthusiast, you might want to check out the ECMAs happening May 1st to the 5th in Charlottetown. Now next week, I'll be focusing on a number of the ECMA nominees, so join me again on the next episode of East Coast Hour, where we'll try to feature as many of those East Coast nominees as we can. Elyse Aeryn has a new single that's out, just released last week. It's called Cowboy. It includes a video to go with it. So let's check out Elyse Aeryn's new video, Cowboy, here on an East Coast Hour with Chuck.
Never waits for permission, doesn't pay no attention to the things that they do, doesn't care for the rules. There's one life to be living, no way to be fenced in, like a wild horse running, running. And it sounds like ooh, somewhere in the wild blue, taking me away. Someone I can trust in, looks me dead in the eye, reflections don't lie, shows me all the good, but I'm misunderstood, like an outlaw running, running. And it sounds like ooh, somewhere in the wild blue, taking me away, laughing in the face of danger, faster, faster. I'm not afraid, letting go of the reins, faster. I'm in
That was Elyse Aeryn with Cowboy here on East Coast Hour. I'm Chuck Bodro. Thanks for being here and sticking around. Very important that you subscribe to the channel here. So click on the little red arrow here down on the bottom right-hand side of your screen. Or you can go a little further down. There is a bar there where you can click on subscribe. Very important that you do that. And make sure you get the alerts and the notifications of when new content is uploaded onto East Coast Hour's YouTube channel, so that you can get an alert, get a notification that something new has been added. So very important that you do that, and as well, watch the videos, because part of the whole purpose with a YouTube channel is to not only have subscribers, people who are subscribing to your channel, but it's also to have people actually watch your videos. So besides subscribing, please take some time, watch the videos, explore the channel, see what's there, and especially take a look at some of the other playlists that are there as well. So check that out, and thank you very much for being here and for being a faithful watcher of East Coast Hour. Let's continue right along now with Maurice OCoin. Here's his song, Doing It, on East Coast Hour with Chuck.
Doesn't care if it'll make ends meet. He's just playing his guitar for something to eat. All he needs he'll beg or borrow, 'cause right now he's living like there's no tomorrow. He sings about cars and the pretty girls, and gets lost in his rock and roll world. He'll spend his whole life playing songs, and to this world he's coming to his own. Doesn't really care what's really going on, 'cause he's just doing what he's doing. He'll be doing it all life long. It's getting hard living out your dream and finding your way in the rock and roll scene. You're getting lost in this mean old place where you're living for the lights that show the lines on your face. If only you can live for the day when someone hears your story and you blow them away. Sometimes you feel like you're the only one who'll ever really get to hear you play your song. It's too late to think that you've been doing wrong, 'cause you've been doing what you're doing. You'll be doing it all life long. Every day it's getting tougher, it seems, in a place where there used to be a rock and roll dream. The fire's still burning and the night's still long. The chords haven't changed, I must be singing it wrong. Where do you go when the sun goes down and there's nothing left here but a hole in the ground? Well, it seems like we're the only ones who really give a damn we're even playing songs. But it's way too late for me to move along, 'cause I've been doing what I'm doing. I'll be doing it all life long.
was Maurice OCoin with Doing It here on an East Coast Hour. I'm Chuck Bodro. Thank you for sticking around. Well, Robin's Nest Productions is announcing a brand new up-and-coming summer event. Well, they're not quite announcing it yet, but they're teasing it for you. Coming up, it's called a Summer Solstice Bash. It's set to take place at the Craignish Recreation Centre coming up on June 21st. It's going to run from 7 p.m. to 12 a.m. 19 and over IDs may be requested. There's going to be a cash bar there. But stay tuned. Follow along on Robin's Nest Productions on Instagram, and you can keep up to tune on what's happening there. It's an ultimate kickoff to get your summer started. That's how they're marketing it for you. So a little bit of a teaser, an event coming up in Craignish, Summer Solstice Bash. So stay tuned for that. Let's continue on with more great music here on an East Coast Hour. This is Stonehouse and Little Things on an East Coast Hour with Chuck.
There we go.
Like Blair Witch.
I say we leave that in, too.
Life has a funny way of paying it back to me. Lord knows I try to appreciate all the little things, all the little things as time's passing me by. From sunshine to moonlight, I'm trying to make my wrongs right, but my left cuff's on too tight, and I won't deny that I ain't always been proud, but I damn sure am now. You gotta learn to love, baby, the little things you mean the most. Just open up and take it in and just let go. And if by surprise you compromise, there's one thing that I think you should know. Just make sure to keep count of all 21 grams. Somewhere along the road I think I lost my way. Then I found some time on my porch today to sit and count gold. 5 for silver, 6 for gold, and now you know you're not alone. Stand on your own. It's time to make the house a home. Worry about the man in the shoe, not the dirt under the soul. You gotta learn to love, baby, the little things you mean the most. Just open up and take it in and just let go. And if by surprise you've compromised, there's one thing that I think you should know. Just make sure to keep count of all 21 grams.
That's a good take.
Stonehouse with Little Things on an East Coast Hour. I'm Chuck Bodro. Welcome back. Well, as I talked to you before, I teamed up with another YouTube channel. It's called Rim Shots with Sean McKenna. It's Bar Stools and Band Talk. So you can search that out on YouTube and find his channel there, where he talks to various musicians, talks about their instruments, talks about their performances. Lots of great chats that happen between Sean and the various artists. But I joined Sean to talk about East Coast music just here a little while back. And we did two segments, one of which was for his YouTube channel, but another one was for Eastlink. And Sean has just informed me that our chat is going to be on Eastlink coming up on May 3rd, and I'll share that with you as well when it comes out. So look forward to that. And Sean and I are going to team up probably, hopefully every month, where we're going to chat about East Coast music. So we'll collaborate on our YouTube channels, where you not only get to hear and see what's going on here on East Coast Hour, but we'll share that also with Bar Stools and Band Talk. So join me over on that channel as well. So let's continue on with more music right now. It is a group called Public Service. This is Renegade, a brand new video here on East Coast Hour with Chuck.
Leaves are turning, sun gives way to fall, and the wind blows through it all, and the light comes streaming through the glass, and we start talking, long days into nights. It's like you can read my mind, and before I know what's come to pass, what a move that I made. Oh, to fall in love with the renegade, never say you would stay, but I've come to love this shape our legs made, all tangled up in all our flaws, but I thought that was something so oh, I was living in a world made just for you, in this garden that we grew, but when the harvest came around, you skipped town with way too much for me to hold. The garden started getting old, and now it's all but overgrown. What a move that I made. Oh, fall in love with a renegade, never say you would stay, but I've come to love this shape our legs made, all tangled up in all our flaws, but I thought that was something so God, you know something, God. Never wanted anyone more than ocean calling for the sun. I thought that you could be the one. Oh, you said if you were gonna leave, you come crawling on away to me, drown yourself in all of me. Oh, but what a move for me to make, falling in love with a renegade. Oh, guess I knew it was never really you, but fuck me up. I thought I'd taken your name. I keep on going back to then, keep hoping we can still be friends. We're so broken, but I'm still okay. Oh, I keep on going back to then, keep hoping we can still be friends. Now we're so broken, but I'm still okay. Oh, I keep on going back to then, keep hoping we can still be friends. Now we're so okay, but I'm still okay. Oh, I keep on going back to then, keep hoping we can still be friends. Now we're so okay, but I'm still okay. But I'm still okay. But I'm still okay.
Josh McNeil, everybody.
That was Public Service and Renegade here on an East Coast Hour. I'm Chuck Bodro. Well, I ask you to subscribe to the channel. You watch the videos. I'm always looking for artists to do some 3-song mini concerts where they can share their music. They can talk about their upcoming events, share some stories. Love to get those 3-song mini concerts from an East Coast artist. So if you are interested in doing some, I'd love to receive your concert so that I can share it here on the channel. Please send your link or your email for more information to eastcoasthour@gmail.com. Look forward to getting those up on the channel here as well. Well, here's a group that has written to me and asked about getting their music video up on East Coast Hour. Their friends, Fire Valley Fire, were on last week, and this group has approached to see whether we could air one of their videos, and we are. This is a group called Human Missile Crisis. Here's their video called Flashback, here on an East Coast Hour with Chuck.
There's another new one.
That was Human Missile Crisis with Flashback here on an East Coast Hour. I'm Chuck Bodro. Well, I say that this group reached out to me, and they did, along with a number of other artists. YouTube, this channel, East Coast Hour, having some success with it. It's reaching out to various artists, and I'm being approached by a number of them to get their videos up on the channel, to get their interviews done. So I sincerely, I really appreciate the artists who are coming forward and wanting to share their music, and everything that I can do to help make that happen, I'm going to make it happen. Because I know that there's a hole in the market for artists to be able to share their videos. I know that you, as the watcher and the listener, love hearing East Coast music as well. So I like bringing that to you. So I'm going to continue to do this as long as I can. I really need your support, though, with making sure that you subscribe to the channel and comment. Let me know how I might improve, artists that you might recommend that I try to get on the channel, and as well, watch the videos. It's very important. It's very important for you to watch the videos as well. So I'd love to hear from you. Send me your feedback, whether it's here on the channel, making a comment in the episode, or emailing me, eastcoasthour@gmail.com. Let's continue now with an artist who is from Louisdale here in Nova Scotia. And she is a young artist, up and coming, but has been doing very well for herself. Isabella Samson had an album out called If It's Not Forever, and that was in 2021 she released that album. The next song we're going to play was written by Isabella as well as Keith Mullins, with Isabella being on the main vocals of the song, and where Keith played the instruments that were backing her. So let's listen now to Let It All Go Loud with Isabella Samson here on an East Coast Hour with Chuck.
Driver, do big old cities make you scared, or are you good? Hey, Mr. Farmer, do tractors make you pull out your hair? Are you misunderstood? Expectations of today, cracking down on you, they say, but I promise it's okay. There's something there no one can say. I know that you shine so bright, hey, show it off and let your light escape. So let it all go out. I can feel it bursting inside, crying out to try to find a way to let it all go loud. Hey, Mrs. Secretary, do sorting files make you satisfied, or are you good? Hey, Mrs. Drama teacher, do you dream of what life would be like in Hollywood? Expectations of today, cracking down on you, they say, but I promise it's okay.
That was Isabella Samson with Let It All Go Loud here on an East Coast Hour. I'm Chuck Bodro. Well, it's time to announce the winner of the tickets to see The Relatives, which are coming up at the Port Hawkesbury Civic Centre on May 11th. It's an evening performance. You must be 19 years of age or over. And I had asked you to watch the video, subscribe to our channel, and make a comment on the episode. That was episode number 8. To let me know that you've subscribed, and as well, let me know where you're watching from. And we've had people do it. And as a result, we're ready to announce a winner for the 2 tickets to see The Relatives at the Port Hawkesbury Civic Centre. And just before I do that, I want to make comment and thank the Port Hawkesbury Civic Centre for becoming a partner with East Coast Hour. We're going to have other tickets to give away for some other events that they have up and coming. But I really appreciate them stepping up and joining me here on East Coast Hour to share with you and to offer up some prizes for you to be able to win. So thank you once again to the Port Hawkesbury Civic Centre. So, announcing the winner of the tickets to see The Relatives. Congratulations goes out to Colleen Hogg of Grand Narrows. Colleen, you are the winner of those 2 tickets. I will be in contact with you, but congratulations, you're off to see The Relatives at the Port Hawkesbury Civic Centre, the Bearhead Conference Room, coming up on May 11th. Let's feature another video from The Relatives right now. This is the group that will be performing and that Colleen is going to see. This is The Perfect Love Song by The Relatives on an East Coast Hour with Chuck.
I used to write these songs about love that went wrong, trying to find the right words to say. I think about my life, I think about the times when we were young and let love slip away. I wish I could write the perfect love song, a story that would end in happiness, about lovers and dreamers and not one-night standers, about true love and dreams that never end. أنكي دمي دان دلتي وسقاسيك مي مجوغن ما إيمون إيابتو أنكي داسيدس ولدسكج نادوين دان جديد صلادس إيابتو ولازيس كسويغمان تبيجي آغن ماوي صالتيم كوي وجيدم ست سكويجينو دان قويلم ميدج كسالتيم يابتو away. I could write the perfect love song, a story that would end in happiness, about lovers and dreamers and out one-night standers, about true love and dreams that never end. Oh, well, love is Kiswigaman Tabegi Aven Maui Saltim Kowe Ujidam Six Squeeginu Don Gwilla Midich Kisaltim Ia
you away. Gesaltim iab you away.
On this week's East Coast Hour Showcase, I have a showcase for you that's a little out of the ordinary. Usually we're talking to an artist about their video, and we'll show their video. Not that we're not unlike on this one, but we're talking about a little bit of a different topic. And here's someone for you on today's show. Our guest on East Coast Hour, it's Krista Luddington. Krista, welcome to the show.
Thanks so much for having me, Chuck.
Well, Krista, I mean, we go way back to your grade 2 year.
Oh my goodness.
but we've known each other professionally and I guess as social acquaintances as well, serving on a board together. And so we have a knowledge of each other. But you're here this week to talk about Stanfest 2024. And it's a festival that has been a huge success over the years. And you've just recently joined the team, I believe. So talk a little bit about your role. How did you come to be involved in Stanfest this year?
Absolutely. Yes. So Stanfest, we're heading into our 27th year. I've been a longtime fan of the festival. I've been a volunteer for the festival for over a decade. And it's one of those weekends each and every year that my husband and I, we try to protect with all that we've got to ensure that nothing else is happening, that we can make our way to Canso, Nova Scotia for a weekend of music, of camaraderie, of just incredible experiences and connection. And so this past year, I've actually joined the team in a different capacity. So I'm the new sponsorship manager for the festival, an incredible small but mighty team that is spearheading this amazing festival that showcases entertainers, all throughout Cape Breton, all throughout mainland Nova Scotia, throughout the Maritimes, and it is an international festival. So we bring folks in from all over the world. This year is certainly no different. If you happen to stumble upon the Stanfest social media Facebook page or what have you, you may have noticed that we just released an announcement, a new artistic director who has connections to Port Hawkesbury. That's where he's from. And his name is Steve McIntyre. And Steve, I know, has been on East Coast Hour. He's wonderful musician, and he has just done a fabulous job stepping into the role of artistic director. Alongside him is Troy Greencorn, who has been the face of the festival for its entirety. He would be what I would consider the executive director for the organization. And so he's sort of mentoring and working alongside Steve as he's getting acquainted into his new role. And then we have Wando Hanley, who anybody who deals with the festival in any capacity is more than familiar with Wanda as well. And we've got Isabel and over 650 volunteers every single year. Wow. So yeah, it really is an incredible organization, and what they do for rural Nova Scotia, it's beyond words. It is the largest outdoor gathering outside of urban areas in the province, where we see over 10,000 people travel to Canso, Nova Scotia for a weekend it's just unbelievable. So really excited to be here.
So Krista, anybody who hasn't been to Stanfest before, I mean, what should they expect?
Oh my goodness. So if you're coming for the weekend, music starts on Friday night. People typically roll in on Friday. Sometimes they roll in on Thursday, even the Wednesday before the festival as they get settled in. So we kick off on Friday night. Typically there's a headliner, and we'll get into that in just a minute. And then the music starts, and it does not stop all weekend long. long. So Friday night is the kickoff, and then we head into Saturday where there's daytime workshops. There's 5 stages that run concurrently throughout the day. And then at 6 o'clock at night, all of the other stages shut down and everybody is directed to the main stage. We have a booklet that lays out the schedules all weekend long for every stage, broken out by hour and theme and you name it. And so what I would recommend to someone who is new to the festival is come in, grab your booklet, sit down, and just really go through and mark the shows off that you can't miss. And then leave some time in your schedule for that discovery phase, because it truly is incredible. Aside from that, you meet people there that it becomes a family. It's a big community and you can't wait to go back year after year. There's jamming that happens all weekend long. You meet musicians, both professionally and folks who, you know, might not bring the guitar out outside of the kitchen, but they do at Stanfest because it's that level of comfort. It is truly, truly incredible.
So for the weekend, you talked about we'll discuss some of the headliners. So who can people expect to see in this year's Stanfest?
Absolutely. So I will preface this by saying that not everyone has been announced just yet. We're kind of trickling out some news as we move through time, as we're getting closer and closer to the festival. But a couple of headliners that we can talk about is Jim Cuddy. I'm delighted. I'm so excited to have Jim with us this year. You'll be able to see him on the Friday night. We've got Rankin and the Broken Reeds, which is Rankin McGinnis and a group of amazing, incredible musicians. Rankin is somebody who just seems to be everywhere doing everything. You may have heard of Blueberry Jam or Rankin's Winter Warmers. He, through Music Nova Scotia, Rankin and the Broken Reeds just won the Entertainer of the Year award. So that is going to be a high energy, super, super entertaining show as well. And then just announced was Tim Baker as a headliner as well, who is a former lead singer for Hey Rosetta. Aside from headliners, and again, not everybody has been announced yet, so stay tuned. But I just want to highlight some of the Nova Scotian and more local musicians who are hitting our stage this year. Like I said before, we always try to strike a balance of bringing in the local musicians who are doing incredible things and kind of pairing them with folks who may be out of the province or even out of the country, because, you know, as entertaining as it is from an audience viewpoint, it's a real opportunity for musicians to network and connect and collaborate throughout the weekend. So we really try to be mindful of that. And so I want to highlight, we've got Willie Stratton, who is a Halifax-based singer-songwriter. It's super dynamic, has worked with the likes of Carlton Stone and Ashley McIsaac. That's going to be awesome. We have Shiretown, who is Guysborough-based. They're a husband and wife duo, Jess and Greg Favreau, who are fabulous musicians and even better people. Like, they're just incredible. Really excited to have them back to the stage. They've been to Stanfest before, but it's been a little bit. So having them join us over the weekend again is going to be great. Emma Stevens is a young Indigenous artist from Eskasoni who is completely inspiring. You may remember a few years ago, there was a video that had circulated on YouTube where she had performed Blackbird by the Beatles entirely in Mi'kmaq. And that alone, that kind of went viral, and it led to an opportunity where she was actually able to meet Paul McCartney and have a one-on-one chat with him. So really excited to have her join us as well throughout the weekend. Hearts of Kin from the CBRM, they're playing all over the province and beyond, and they've got a great sound, so they'll be joining us throughout the weekend as well. And then Tara Spencer, who is a singer-songwriter from Windsor. I'm sure you're familiar with her. She's collaborated with, it feels like everybody. She's collaborated with David Francie, Ben Kaplan, Matt Anderson, you name it. And she's really making a wonderful name for herself on the music scene. So those are just some of the folks who will be joining us that are more, I suppose, local entertainers who are just doing amazing things for the East Coast music scene over the weekend. However, I would highly recommend that folks go to www.stanfest.com, where you can see a whole host of artists that will be joining us.
Yeah, that's great. I mean, it's absolutely amazing lineup that I've seen so far. So thank you for sharing that. Now,
For
Krista,
sure.
you talked about how the festival really starts on Friday. However, there's a bit of a little slight adjustment to that. You're going to
There
kick
is.
things off on Thursday night. Tell us about that one.
For sure. So last year, for the first time, the festival decided to do what they call a roar back concert. And that happened on the Thursday night. And so they brought Alan Doyle into Canso for that Thursday night. And they had Renegade, and there were some other Newfoundland bands as well. And it was a roaring success. It was just a beautiful way to kick off the weekend. And so the Thursday night is here to stay. And we're so excited about that. So recently we just made an announcement about what the Thursday night is going to look like this year. And so I'd like to chat about that for a second, if that's okay.
Yeah, please.
So the East Coast music scene has certainly experienced for a pretty significant loss over the last year with the passing of Bruce Guthrow. Bruce has been a friend of the festival since the very beginning and has graced the stage each and every year up until last year, when, of course, he was too sick to do so. But even still, we had received a video from Bruce that was aired on the Friday night. And when I talk about those moments where thousands of people in a field and you can hear a pin drop, this was one of those moments. And that video was later circulated on Facebook. And just incredibly powerful and emotional. Lots and lots of tears and emotions happened that night, and lots since then. So of course, with the loss of Bruce, it only felt right and fitting to provide some way to kind of show our thanks to Bruce and what he has done for the festival over the years. And there's nothing that Stanfest could do to really express the gratitude. But what we thought we could do is at least provide a night that was dedicated to him and provide a tribute. So with the blessing of the family, that's what we're doing, and we're really looking forward to it. Bruce has been known to hold songwriter circles in Halifax, and so the title of this one is "The Circle Continues." And a lot of Bruce's friends are going to be joining him, joining the stage that night to pay tribute to someone who has impacted the East Coast music scene and really the global music scene in such a huge way. And it's going to be phenomenal. We've got folks like Dave Gunning, who of course has been a festival friend since day one as well. Same as JP Cormier. We have Irish Mithin joining us. We have Jody and Dylan Guthrow, who are going to be joining us as well. Kim Dunn, Lenny Gallant, Lucy McNeil from the Bear McNeils. We've got Matt Anderson in the mix, Men of the Deeps, and the list goes on. So it really is going to be such a powerful night. Of course, I encourage anybody to join us for the entire weekend. But if that's not possible, I would highly recommend that you at least come out on the Thursday night to pay tribute to Bruce Guthrow and really see what the Stanfest family is all about.
Yeah, I mean, from what I understand, Thursday night is the tribute to Bruce, and it's celebrating his music and storytelling his life. So I think it's going to be a fabulous evening. Fabulous.
It is. Yeah, absolutely. And I think we're going to have many of those kind of hear a pin drop moments. And we've heard from so many people saying, oh my gosh, I hope you have Scotty's or someone as a sponsor, because we're going to need a lot of tissue that night.
Exactly.
It's going to be incredible. Really looking forward to it, and just so delighted that we can bring the Stanfest family together to celebrate him.
That's good. And so listen, we were so excited about the fact that this is going on. And when I spoke with you about, what can we do partnering between East Coast Hour and Stanfest, you're bringing something with you to this interview today.
I am. So Chuck, thank you so much for everything that you do to support East Coast music, with the East Coast Hour and everything else that you've done over the years. It means so much to festivals like Stanfest, just shining a light on the artists that, we know deserve that time. And so a really big thanks to you. And because of that, Stanfest wants to launch a giveaway. So we would absolutely love to contribute 2 tickets to that Thursday night Roarback The Circle Continues tribute to Bruce Guthrow, and you can do with that what you please. I'm not sure how you plan on making that happen, but we've got 2 tickets to give away for The Circle Continues show on Thursday night.
Thank you so much, Krista. Thank you very much for your kind words and for that gift of a prize. And I'll tell you now how we're going to do it. And people have probably been noticing as they've been watching this interview and some of the previous interviews, some of the Stanfest logos have been appearing throughout the program so far, and they will continue to appear throughout the rest of the program. You need to count how many times that logo has appeared throughout the entire episode. And then you'll email me to tell me how many times. eastcoasthour@gmail.com. And you potentially could be the winner. If you get the correct number, you could be the winner of those 2 tickets. So every time that logo has appeared throughout this entire episode, episode 9, you need to count those up and then email me again, eastcoasthour@gmail.com. And I'll be letting Krista know who the lucky winner is next week. So thank you very much again, Krista, for the offer and for joining us here today to talk about Stanfest. Hope to see you over the weekend there. It should be a great one. Hopefully, it wouldn't be Stanfest without a little bit of rain, but hopefully it stays away.
We don't say that word. No. It's going to be sunshine all weekend long. No, you're right. I mean, certainly the weather, it's an outdoor festival, and the team has done an exceptional job of having plan A, B, C, right down to Z to ensure that the festival goes on. And so, certainly bring your rubber boots, bring your shorts, bring your rain jacket. You might want to bring a winter coat and everything in between, your bathing suit, because you just never know what's going to come to Canso during Stanfest weekend. And you're right, it wouldn't be Stanfest with a little bit of fog rolling in.
Exactly.
However, it's just a phenomenal weekend all the way around, and really hope to see everyone there. Would direct folks to visit the website www.stanfest.com, and you can search Stan Rogers Folk Festival on Facebook and all the socials to get up-to-date information as we release more artists to the roster.
Great. Krista, thank you so much for joining me and sharing this information.
Awesome. Thanks so much for having me, Chuck.
That was Krista Luddington, involved with Stanfest 2024. And again, as she said, check out the website at stanfest.com to get more information about what's going on for the entire weekend. So don't forget to count up those logos and you could be the winner. And we'll continue on with another great video now. And Krista, as she didn't say, actually, is one half of a group. We've played her on East Coast Hour here before. Her and her husband, Jay, they make up the group called Eastbound. And with East Coast Hour, what we've done is I've created a playlist on the channel where people can go and just take a coffee break throughout the day if they're going to take a little break from work and tune in and watch an East Coast artist while they're taking their coffee break, and made up one for Eastbound as well. So here is the coffee break for East Coast Hour with Eastbound. It's the title track off their album, Eastbound, here on an East Coast Hour with Chuck.
Hear the doorbell ringing and it looks like all our friends are here again. We laugh and play while singing songs. I hope this fun is never gonna end. We are here to have a good time. Just relax and take it easy like you should. With hands clapping and toes tapping, we'll keep it happening just like we said we would. And we'll sing it all night long. Na 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 na. Hey, we're eastbound. Raise your glass as you get down. Everybody here feel the sound. Hey, we're eastbound. Heading back to many places, seeing different faces yet to know. It's been a time, we see the sign. We're eastbound now and going down the road we know. And we'll sing it all night long. Come on! Na 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 na. Hey, we're eastbound. Raise your glass as you get down. Everybody here feel the sound. Hey, we're eastbound. Na 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 na. Hey, we're eastbound. Raise your glass as you get down. Everybody here feel the sound. Hey, we're eastbound. Na 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 na. Hey, we're eastbound. Raise your glass as you get down. Everybody here feel the sound. Hey, we're eastbound.
That was Eastbound with their title track, Eastbound, here on an East Coast Hour. I'm Chuck Bodro. Little trick I played on you the whole way through, showing you those Stanfest Folk Festival logos, which you need to count up in order to be able to win tickets to the Thursday night tribute to Bruce Guthrie. The circle continues, so you might have to go back and catch some of the previous videos that I've shown here on episode number 9 to count up that number. But all you need to do is email me, eastcoasthour@gmail.com. Tell me how many times you saw that logo appear through the entire episode, and you potentially could be winning those 2 tickets. So that draws a close to our show for this week. Tune in next week where we have more great artists who are going to be joining. They're always coming through every day. I'm getting new artists who are interested in being on the show. So there's going to be a number that I think you're going to enjoy into the next one. We'll announce the winner of the Stanfest tickets next week. And as well, I'll have a whole other contest for you. So don't forget, subscribe to the channel and let me know. Give me some feedback, how you think things could improve for East Coast Hour. Have yourself a great week on an East Coast Hour with Chuck.